Hi, Russ here again, and in this video we're going to look at registering a company. Now from the casa.io page, click on the register button. The screen will refresh and you'll be taken to the registration page. And as before, you need to enter your first name, your email, and your password. So I'm just going to call myself Russ_company. My email, casacompany21@gmail.com, and then I enter in my password and then go across and read the terms and conditions. Now you must read and agree to these to continue, and when you've done so and you agree, put a tick in the checkbox and then click on the continue button, and you'll be taken to the company account page. Now we're going to set up a free company account, so we need to enter the company name. And make sure you don't make any mistakes here, because once you have entered the company information, you won't be able to change it later on. So please check and double check. Now then you enter in your address and your location, your county, and I'm going with Australia here. But as you can tell from my accent, well, at least I hope you can tell, I'm not actually Australian. But because CASA's location dependent, then I'm choosing Australia, because there are some fields that we'll come on to later on which are specific to Australia. Now, of course, if you're entering a company account from a location other than Australia, then the fields that you are presented with will be determined by your location. So we click on Next, and step 3 is to invite members. Now, you can do this in one of two ways. You can click here to download the Excel spreadsheet, which is what I'm going to do, or you can choose option 2 to add emails individually. Now you can type them in here, or you can copy and paste in here. So there is a third option, and that's to click on the skip. And you can do this later on from within the CASA system itself. But if you've got the information available, then you can do it now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here to download, and then I get the email invites Excel LSX sheet, and I save that to my desktop. I flick through to my desktop like so, open up the email invites spreadsheet, and then click on enable editing. And let me just resize this document. There we go. And at the top here we can see we have the header row email. And underneath we have an email address, and this gives us an idea of the sample format that it needs to be in. It's a standard email format, okay? But we don't actually need that email address. We do need row 1 where it says email. That's called a column header, and we do need that for the import. The next thing we do is we go and grab our email addresses. Now I have a text document with 3 of my test users in. And all I need to do is copy my users, and you do the same thing here. If you had 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 email addresses, just select them all, Control-C copy, or you can right click and select copy, then go to your Excel spreadsheet. I've got 3 email addresses, so I'm just going to select 3 rows, right click and paste. And that's all you need to do. And the same if you have 50 or 60 or however many, just do that, paste them in, and they'll go in easy. Save the spreadsheet, and then you can close it, and then we go back to CASA. Step 2 is complete. Step 3 is to upload and submit. Go back to my desktop, select email invites, click on open, and then immediately the file will import, and as soon as it's ready, as soon as it's imported, it will fire off the emails. There we go, successfully sent 3 invitations. You will be redirected to the next page in. That was a countdown if you didn't see it. And then we're taken through to the CASA system itself. Now the message there was telling us that you can only enter in a certain amount of personal information until you verify your email address. And as you can see there, it says, we've sent you a verification email to confirm you are a real person. So what we need to do now is flick across to email and verify that we are actually a real person. Because until we do so, we can't access any of the CASA functionality. So I'm going to quickly go across to my email, and as you can see, it's already arrived. So CASA registration, please verify email. There we go. Hey, Russ_company, welcome to CASA. Now I can see my login username and I can see my password there. But what I'm interested in is clicking on the Verify Email button. Doing so will take me back to the Casa profile, and there's the message: you have successfully verified your email, but you must complete your profile. So that's the thing that I'm going to do now. So with my last name, I'm going to select Crowley. My date of birth, I'm going to be a little bit younger than I was yesterday. And then I'm going to choose an image for my company. And to distinguish it from my personal photo, I've put my Red Dragon logo on the top. As you can see here, it says the optimal image size is 280 by 280 pixels. Select my gender. Here's my email address. That can't be modified. And my address. Just confirm all that's correct. Like I say, I want to be in Australia for this, so I better change that to Sydney. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 for my mobile. And unique to Australia is this USI, this unique student identifying number. As I said before, when I picked my location from the registration page, because I'm in Australia, I get this particular field presented to me. If I'm in another country, I'll get fields that are specific to that country, like in the States or in the UK, New Zealand, Canada, etc., wherever you are in the world. But for now, this is specific to Australia. Now, once I've entered the information, all I need to do is click on the Save button. Then it'll tell me my profile's updated successfully. It then closes, and I can see the rest of the information in my profile. We'll come on to that in a moment. But if I want to access my profile again, I click on the down arrow, and now I can start entering my other information, such as emergency information, change email, etc. But we'll come on to that in another video.